Alright, yes, welcome back to this channel. Thank you very much for always staying with us and for joining us today for this particular video we are bringing you. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to have you. Please, if you are new here, do all to subscribe to the channel for lots more fantastic updates, for lots more fantastic Black Stars updates and Ghana football update highlights and everything you will need. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like this particular video, and do all to leave a comment below about the content of the video we are going to bring you today. It's a very interactive video, so please let me hear from you in the comment section over there. Now, a former English international, Bobby Zamora, told the Ghanaian players who we were trying to naturalize them for the Black Stars. Okay, so he told them to wait, especially the English internationals, the Callum, Odoi, Nketiah, and then Lamptey. So this particular international told those players not to naturalize for Ghana and that they should wait for England, because if they do that, they may regret their actions. So we are asking today that Nketiah and then Callum Odoi has still not naturalized for Ghana. They still not switched nationality to Ghana. Is it the reason why what Bobby Zamora told them? Is that the reason why they've not switched nationality to Ghana? And do you think that even before Bobby Zamora came to say this, that can be the reason why those two players, Callum Odoi and then Nketiah, are feeling reluctant to switch nationality to Ghana? Please do all to leave a comment below, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and all of that. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, so Bobby Zamora is a top English player who played for West Ham, Fulham, Brighton, and Hove Albion, and even Tottenham Hotspur at a point in time. He was a striker, did very well, scored a lot of goals over there. Now, his father was from Trinidad and Tobago, and so he had the opportunity to play for Trinidad and also to play for England. And then he said that, look, he was doing his best in England, scoring the goals and all of that, but he didn't get the chance to play for English national team, the senior national team, the Three Lions, until he got to play for the under-21. And then later on, after waiting and deciding not to go and play for Trinidad and Tobago, he came to play for England, and then he did very well with England. And he says that he didn't regret that, making that decision, and he was very happy about that. And so he was using his case as a case study for Callum Odoi and then Nketiah. At that time, Lamptey hadn't switched nationality to Ghana, and so he was part of them. But then he switched nationality. He didn't listen to Zamora. But we are asking that those two players left, Callum Odoi, Nketiah, is that the reason why they are still reluctant to switch nationality to Ghana? So that's the question we asked. So he used his case as a case study for Callum Odoi and Nketiah not to switch nationality to Ghana, and he says that they are young. He granted this interview actually on June 6th June is when this particular write-up published that one. 6th June 2022. That is when that was the moment when this nationality switch was very heated in Ghana and the whole world. And so let's check the exact words Bobby Zamora said to those two players in question right now. My dad is from Trinidad and Tobago, and they actually came calling when I was at Brighton. I considered, but Peter Taylor had just come in, who had connections with England. And he said, listen, don't jump just yet. You've got the ability and you can do this, he told Express Sports. So Bobby Zamora was talking to Express Sports in England. So he continued. So I actually waited and got into the under-21s, and I felt that I was good enough to play the national team. So I bided my time to see if I could get in that England squad, and I actually did. and it was probably one of the best moments of my life. He continued, for the guys mentioned, which is in our case, Callum Hudson Odoi and Nketiah, they are so close and so young also. And I think it's probably a bit too early for them to jump ship. All of those guys have got the ability to make a real difference and make a big impact for England. That is what he ended. So he told them not to naturalize for Ghana and then wait for England, continue working just like he did, and then he's very sure that those players will get to play for England and they will also enjoy, and it will be a happy moment for them just like he experienced. So that is what Bobby Zamora told those two players. Up till now, yes, Callum Hudson Odoi cannot play for Ghana until November, which of course November World Cup 2022 World Cup is when we really need Callum Hudson Odoi. Of course, for this year, that is the time we really need him, so he can naturalize and play for Ghana in that month of November. But still, we've not heard any news about his nationality. In fact, the latest news we had was that his nationality is he's still reluctant to naturalize for Ghana Black Star. Same applies to Nketiah. He's also still reluctant to naturalize for Ghana Black Stars because he thinks that he has to get playing time at Arsenal and all of that. So the big question is, do you think that they are feeling reluctant to naturalize for Ghana because of what Bobby Zamora told them on 6th of June 2022, which we just read to you? Do you think it will be the reason? Because he said that those two players are young, and indeed they are young. They are all below 25 years, so they can wait for some more years. After 26, after 27, they may get their chance with English national team. And so maybe they think, those two players think that, look, we don't have to rush things down. Yes, Ghana is at the World Cup. Yes, it's good for us to play in the World Cup and all of that, but we still have the chance to play for England, and so we would have to wait, like Bobby Zamora waited and got his chance while he was playing. So what is your take on this particular news? Do you think that is the reason why that is making those two players feel very reluctant to come and join the senior Black Stars? Or you think there are other reasons? For me, I think that particular reasons play a very key role in them naturalizing for Ghana. It play a very key role because, look, they are young. Like Bobby Zamora said, they are very young. I think Nketiah is like 21. He's the top scorer for the English under 21. He plays for the under 21, so maybe 21, 20, thereabouts. Nketiah will be. Callum Hudson Odoi 22, 23. So these two players we are talking about are two very young players who would think that, look, yes, we would like to play in the 2022 World Cup, but look, we can play in the 2024 World Cup or 2026 World Cup instead, and all of that for England, and maybe we will achieve a lot of things for England than we could have done with Ghana. So I am very sure that this particular interview granted by Zamora, yes, is very much playing into the minds of these players, and that is the reason why they've still not naturalized for Ghana to join the senior national team, the Black Stars, for the World Cup. You see, look, when they naturalize for Ghana, it's not like they are coming to play only the World Cup and they go. We get it. They will play national team games and all of that. But the point is that for this particular year, the most important competition ahead of the Ghana Blasters is the World Cup 2022. And so we would really want them to join us so that they play the World Cup. We make fantastic name than we did in the 2010 World Cup. You know, in the 2010 World Cup, Ghana nearly qualified to the semi-final. Maybe in this particular World Cup, we can even reach the semi-final or reach the final. And then we make a wonderful name with all of them because they are quality players who will add a lot to the attack of Ghana, especially. They will add a lot to the attack of Ghana. Ghana, before Inaki Williams naturalized, seemed to be suffering from goals and attack. And so if these players come, definitely they will help us in the attack and everything. So let's see how things go. As it stands now, things are still the same. Those two players are still English internationals and they can play for England anytime. They are yet to switch nationality to Ghana, and that is how the situation is. So let's see if they will follow the words of Bobby Zamora or otherwise. Thank you very much for staying with us for this quick update we brought to you on Sports 7GH. please do well to subscribe to the channel for a lot more fantastic updates, videos, highlights, content, and everything. Please do well to hit the notification bell also for us, and then like this video and leave your comments below. Let me hear from you in the comment section about all these nationality switch of these players. Let me hear from you. I'll be glad to hear from you and talk to you about everything. Thank you very much for staying with us. Subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.